Easy me so long. Welcome to the Tempest Universe. Manny, today's special, robbing with fried rice.
China.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
It's China to me, China.
Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
China.
This is the Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
Welcome to the Tempest Universe. Hey, what's happening, everyone? We're back again a little earlier than what I thought we'd be for two reasons. One, I had a technical mishap last week, and I was actually transmitting on a X account that was not the Tempest Universe. So it does work. So this one right now should be on Spaces on X as well as Facebook, and also on YouTube. So we'll see what kind of feedback we get from that. And in addition to that, we didn't have no Green Man. He actually did make it. And it was not a technical issue. It was more like a time issue.
It was more like a senior moment issue. It's more like what it was. Forgetting that, yeah. Oh, wait, Texas and Cali are 2 hours different.
Yeah, big 2 hour difference in between. And I totally spaced out too. Like when we were talking about time, I was literally only in CST. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been so long, I completely even forgot about it. It was just like,
yeah, absolutely. Now, along with Green Man, we also had a special guest, Solid Snack.
What's up, guys?
And so the reason, well, you guys were supposed to be on last week to talk about not only the drone stuff, but maybe even take a trip back in time to pre-Luis Elizondo days, I guess, when it comes to Dulce, New Mexico, and the madness that happened back then. And we were just talking right before the show started, and we were just talking about how you really can't find any information on Dulce anymore, can you?
You can find stuff on Dulce, but they tell it as like a fictional story or whatever. But if you look up Phil Schneider, who brought everything to light back then, right? He had his hand blown off when he was fighting, or whatever happened. He got fight with aliens and stuff. Then you can't really find too much on him, actually. So yeah, I only found one video it was like 45 minutes long.
Yeah,
I got my kids calling me.
Oh. Was that the one where he was giving his speech, talking about the incident?
Yeah, there's one like real grainy, bad video, but I mean he kind of goes through everything, but if you think about it, I mean in Dulce, the place up there in New Mexico, so it has the most. It has the most recorded like alien or UFO sightings, whatever you want to call it, and also the cattle mutilations is really big back there in New Mexico. I don't know how it is now. I haven't looked into too much of it, but I mean, if you look back in time, like you said, you'll find a lot of interesting things happen there all the time.
Yeah, including Roswell.
Yep.
Yeah, the number one legacy incident when it comes to UFOs. That Dulce story is just so wild. Like when we first talked about it back in the UFO Busted Radio days, the story and his speech when he was talking about it, and at the time he was giving the speech, he had cancer and all kind of stuff going on. Old Phil Schneider, and back then when you hear the story, it's like, nah, this is bullshit. Straight up bullshit. But now it's like, I don't know, is it really?
You never know. A lot of things that are going on now that the government is supposedly admitting that there is something out there, or whatever they're saying now. I mean, I don't know if I 100% believe whatever they put out, but if you think about all the people who came before all this stuff started coming out, I mean, they've had some very specific, detailed stories that it's like I said, like I told you, I don't know if I 100% believe in it, but there is something inside of me that's like, there's something there, you know.
Right.
We can't just be the only whatever creatures or smart thing on in the universe. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of, I guess, in the last few years, maybe like between 5 and 6 years, there's been a lot of drone operators, people that own companies that fly drones, who have been wanting to. I don't know if they did or not. I don't remember if this actually happened, but they were kind of putting in a project to fly drones over the area to try to find the entrance to the Dulce, New Mexico base. I just don't know whatever happened to that, but apparently the drones didn't fare well in all the test runs they did. A lot of interference.
No, I haven't heard too much of that, but I think the agreement was telling me that there was a lot of drones going around New Jersey, right?
Yeah, what a crazy story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been how long has it been going for Jersey? Like 2-3 weeks now.
Oh, dude. According to what I said, they started seeing them mid-November in Midham or Mendham.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been going on, dude. They're still seeing them like crazy, dude. Every day I'm seeing stuff on YouTube about them, talking about them. You know, dude. Just today I was watching. Tim Pool posted on X an interview from Fox TV where it was a senator from New Jersey, Jeff Van Drew. Dude, this guy was saying that they were fucking Iranian, and that Iran has a mothership like parked off our coast, sending these damn things down, and that they should be shot down.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. So, in the last episode, I said, "Why we should just go out and shoot them." Like here in Texas, come on, everybody's got a gun. Even the 2-year-olds got guns now. Yeah, but apparently you can't. Yeah, it's against the law to do that because you don't know where the hell the bullet's going to come down.
But if you're good, you ever see those videos of the fishermen taking them down with a good cast?
Hey, that's right.
You
Fishing wire.
Yeah. It doesn't really, mess them up unless they, land real hard on, but it'll fuck them up, send them back to base, dude. But yeah, good. Dude, I don't know, Daddy, if you were done with Dulce or whatnot, because, dude, I got a whole bunch of crap on the damn.
No, go for it, yeah.
But this guy, what's that guy's name? Van, whatever the heck is Drew Van.
Yeah, Van Drew. Yeah.
He actually said, well, the first report was he went into some meeting and got the official word it was Iran. And then later on, he kind of backtracked it a little bit and said he got it from the info from some higher ups about these Iranian mothership. Come on, get the fuck out of here, really?
Well, dude, I mean, dude, I've heard a lot about Iran like threatening to assassinate Trump. Didn't they already catch one guy that was trying to hire people over here to do it?
Yes.
And he does have a golf course right in Jersey that they have been seen like over or very, very close to. So I don't know. But the thing was, the scary thing with Iran, if it is Iran doing it and then potentially start shooting them down, dude, they haven't really, I don't think they've really been able to enrich uranium to the weapons grade yet. But if they load these things up and we start shooting them fucking down and they're loading them with like just, uranium scatter them at the air, dude, that's a pretty effective dirty bomb.
Yeah.
We would be sitting on ourselves.
Well, when they had the first issues with the balloons from China, that was the reason for them waiting for these things to go across the country and coming out the other side of the coast, because they didn't want anything dropping on some populated area.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, you got to wait? That makes no sense.
That I guess you would also be able to, you'd be able to detect the radiation at some point if you got them close enough, scan them before you blast them, I guess, and I'm all one for blowing shit up. You know me. So,
Might as well, right?
hey, dude, they ain't got no damn answer. They're saying, dude, some of these things are as big as a fucking bug, a
Right.
Volkswagen bug.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear they were that big.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Some of these damn things are the size of fucking bugs, small cars. But dude, it's like they have the wing lights, the right colored
Yeah.
wing lights. So they're not something artificial. They're not like here to probe half a Jersey or something. So they're man made. But dude, they're saying it's like what about every night, right around 6 till dawn. These things have run, with the exception of Thanksgiving night.
They were on vacation.
Yeah.
Aliens get a day off too. They got to prove something.
So yeah, it's probably like the drone crews. Like everybody got to eat too.
Right.
But dude, it's like there are, dude, Jersey's got quite a few bases. They have, let's see, the Mid-Atlantic Battalion. Then they have Joint Base McGuire, which is Fort Dix, Lakehurst. But dude, that's actually also the 108 WG is stationed there. I think the Mid-Atlantic Battalion is there too, but I'm not 100%. But yeah, dude, you got 4 or 5 bases there, and Fort Dix is like 75 miles away from Mendham, where everybody started seeing this shit.
Was it this around the same time where I don't know if you saw those videos of drones scanning the area at night? Have you seen that?
I do. I remember hearing about that. Yeah. Tim Pool was talking about that too. Yeah.
That was. Well, wait, are you talking about like 2-3 years ago in Colorado, or just now in Jersey?
No, it was in Jersey, right?
I don't know if it was in Jersey, but this was I saw this like a month ago, maybe a couple of weeks, where they were just scanning the ground.
Yeah, about a month ago, it happened over Langley.
Okay.
Over on the East Coast also. But this also happened about 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago in Colorado, where they saw all these drones just flying, actually doing zigzag maneuvers, and nobody knew where it came from. And the cops were trying to chase after them, trying to figure it out, but nobody had a clue. They just came and left. But they were doing this for like probably a week or so or more. It's a weird situation. But my thing is, if you're the government, you got freaking bases full of weapons. There was a report today that one of those generals sent a helicopter up, and the helicopter was flying over one of these big ass drones, the ones that were, bus size, and they decided not to approach it because they were afraid for their life. Are you shitting me? What the hell? So they just let it go. I mean, at least follow the fucking thing. Are you kidding me? You're in the helicopter.
Well, see, one of the videos that I watched, dude, this guy took it from his balcony up on the second floor, and it was like right at dusk when they were starting, dude, and it looked like you could see him like from 2 different points in his horizon, like come up a couple that way, and one come up from over, and they would just it's like almost like they had 2 different areas they would come up from, and just start zooming, and dude, you'd see him all across the town going. Quite honestly, man,
it's nuts.
I wouldn't be surprised if they find out, it's like some fucking sophisticated like drug dealer's new way of fucking hauling shit around town or some shit.
Which, what? If that happened on the border, fantastic. I get it. But it's not. And it's happening in the middle of the country, up north somewhere. And why? If I was the cartel, I sure as hell would not be hanging over any military bases.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how many big like meth gangs are in Jersey that could be potentially having the budget of this. I don't know.
But you shouldn't use your own product because you do stupid shit like that. Then.
Well, yeah. But dude, I one of the things I saw that I meant because they actually start to see them over Staten Island.
Yeah, and Brooklyn. Last night there was a report that they were over Brooklyn also.
See,
I mean, they're branching out. They're branching out.
They're going to get shot down.
Yeah, I mean, they need to. Somebody needs to do it. Fuck it. You don't got to say you did it. Just videotape it and have evidence. That's it. Don't tell nobody you shot it down. Or maybe do an anonymous report. I mean, literally, somebody's got to get to the bottom of this. How can you have a whole fucking government just completely useless? And it's not like it's, they're doing malicious things or anything. They're just flying around. Well, fuck it. I
Yeah.
guess they're no danger to us. Bring it down. Shoot it down. Like you said, throw a fucking net over it. Put a blanket on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bring the damn. I mean, really. It's weird that they don't want to engage these things. I mean, at this point, I don't think they're ET. Now,
Definitely not.
yeah.
no.
So
Not
come
with
on,
the
really.
lights. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. Now, the conspiracy theorists say that these are they're coming from the ocean. They're mimicking, professional drones. That way, no one really gives a care that they're flying around, and that they're alien technology. Because according to one senator, whenever they aim any tracking devices towards these things, they blink out and you don't see them anymore. So I don't know. It's
Well,
crazy.
I mean, that could be. I mean, they're small. They could have. It's an radar and shit like that only picks up if you're at a certain altitude too. I mean, drones can drop pretty quick. I mean, if they get some kind of ping sensor that they're getting reflected off of, shit. They're coming from a meth load.
Yeah, exactly.
Who fucking knows?
I don't know. I think it's weird that with everything, with the UFO topic, UAP topic, the stupid hearings, everything is at a standstill every time we have some kind of incident. And same thing here. So we have this incident with these guys, these UAPs, and everybody's afraid to make a move. Or they're making a move, they're just not telling us. Which that could be a situation there as well.
Oh yeah. Well, when do they ever tell us?
Exactly.
But I don't know. I have hope. I have hope now.
I think eventually they'll let something out, like years from now. Probably my kids will find out. Oh,
Right.
hey Dad, in New York when there was drones flying around, this is why. Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was another person predicted that not only are we going to have full disclosure in 2025, but they gave a time frame of the summer. So you had Ross Coulthart. You guys probably know about him from News Nation. He was saying that early next year, first quarter, somebody's going to drop a bomb on everybody about the disclosure. And then somebody else, I forgot who it was. I didn't get the name, but they posted it on X that it's going to be this summer. So I don't know. I think eventually somebody's got to get fed up and say, fuck it. I don't care about my secret clearances. I don't care about this. I don't care about going to go to jail because it is the greatest secret known to man. Like, come on. Just anyone that gives it up I don't see how they wouldn't be well off eventually. People are going to take care of them. I see it that way. I think people will come to their rescue.
Or at least some old guy that's had a finger in a jar for fucking 70 years and he's about to die and it's like, here.
Yeah.
Well, how many whistleblowers that came out already and no one really believes them? When I was researching Phil Schneider, everyone, I don't know, I was telling you about that podcast I was listening to. They were just making fun of him the whole time, right?
But
So
poor
it's
guy.
like, do people really want to know, or someone comes out and says, "Hey, I work here, so and so, and I saw all these things," but then no one believes them.
Yeah,
Right?
but you know what? The thing is with Phil's story, it's so freaking Steven Spielberg like. A Star Wars. Like he literally put out this map of this firefight and people dying trying to get the hell out of that damn base. And it's like, it's shock and awe. It really is. So it's like, I can see people laughing at him, but then people used to laugh at Bob Lazar. I don't think too many people laugh at Bob Lazar anymore.
Right. Give me 1 second. Let me fix the light over here. Sorry.
Am I right? Bob Lazar is, I take him a bit more seriously.
Dude, well, yeah. I mean, dude, I always thought Bob, I always believed in Bob. There was just too many things, and then like, there's too many like science facts add up, and it's not like this guy was just some fucking wacko that wandered in off from the middle of the desert or something. I mean, it's like, yeah, I've got a PhD and I can do this and I can do this. Okay, well, explain how this does and how this, what is this theory and that, and boom, you had it. You could do it, And that shit that they tried to erase him from, Los Alamos about,
Right.
He was never here, but then his, article about his jet-powered car was in the base, talking about him working on the base and well, yeah.
Yeah, and then witnesses, people that worked and saw him at the base.
Yeah, John Lear.
That's right.
Dude. It's like somebody like John Lear. Dude, that's a credible source. That's somebody that has logged that much airtime, legitimately. Dude, they don't just let crazy people fucking fly thousands of hours in experimental test planes. That's a quick way to lose millions of dollars quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing too is, how are you, the janitor, as they try to make him be, he was maybe a janitor there. How does a janitor, decide to leave New Mexico after all the madness out in Nevada?
Yeah.
After all the madness, and then owns a freaking science company that does all these, that just makes no sense. How does the janitor do that?
Well, here's another thing. Okay, hey, everybody that's been to a job interview and got turned down, ever heard the phrase overqualified?
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds like one of the pups agrees.
Yeah, nuts. He barks at fucking everybody. You don't give somebody with 3 fucking PhDs or whatever a mop and a toilet brush and say, there's your job.
Yeah. Go figure out this alien engine.
Yeah, here, go.
Anti-gravity.
Go clean the anti-gravity shitter. Figure out how that, yeah. Keep the turds from clinging to the ceiling and it will give you a job.
Wouldn't that be great?
Well,
that does sound like a good job.
I've been in some bathrooms that actually, that's a solid employment opportunity.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. But there's just so many things now that I feel like even though the government has such a big part in this ufology thing right now, that I get it, but it's impacting in a way the way people thought about those stories from before, because some of these whistleblowers are, I hate to say it, credible people, but they're people in government. They're like Grush and Louis Elizondo. These guys were in government. Whether or not they saw things firsthand, they're getting stuff from government employees. So yeah, I mean, I think it does put a different light on them, but we're still fucked. We're just still not getting the true story. Or we are, we just don't believe it.
Well, I don't know.
I think that's what happened, yeah. I feel like that's what happens a lot of the times. People do come out, but there are some people who are planted there to give misinformation, I think, too.
Oh, yeah. Disinformation all the way.
Who do you believe,
Mm-hmm.
Then it gets hard that way unless you see it for yourself, like, people in New Jersey or whoever see UFOs or have been abducted, but then who believes them too? It's hard until we see some hard evidence of anything,
It is right. And we're so confused by all the double talk when it comes to this topic from the government, from the whistleblowers. We're so confused from all the double talk that when shit like this happens, we don't know what to believe. We're just, fuck it. We don't even want to look at it no more. Like, I'm done with these UAPs. Screw that. Let's go to something else. Let's go back to Trump.
Yeah, because it's like the only thing is that we can actually put our hands on evidence-wise that if we seriously look at maybe some of the implants that might have been taken out of some of the people that if you electron microscope them and really seriously look at them, but that takes, dude, those machines aren't cheap to run. I mean, you got to have somebody that's willing to do it for the sake of the investigation.
Yeah, and the thing is that the people who have the implants or claim to have the implants, I haven't heard anyone say, that they've gotten an implant as of late. But I'm sure on Facebook groups, there's a bunch of them. They don't come forward because the government's not looking at them.
Well, there was that one special that that was that guy. That's all. What that guy focused on. It was I think I watched it on Netflix or something.
Was it Encounters?
No, it was. One of the old age things. I can't remember. Dude, that's what this guy did. Is he specialized on taking out implants, and he had like a collection of these, and some of these look like, maybe you got too close to the fucking metal shavings, but some of them, they got, at least a fairly decent, strength microscope at it, and dude, it's like, they look like they had little wire fibers coming out of the damn thing.
Yeah, apparently they were like kind of organic.
Yeah, and I remember one, I remember one, they were trying to take one out of somebody's ear, and the fucking thing moved when they went to grab it. And like it was trying to run away from the fucking, from the tweezers.
I think I've seen the same documentary, I guess, that you saw. I saw that too.
Yeah.
This was a while ago.
Yeah, a couple of years back at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people, they just seem to avoid all that kind of stuff anymore. Have you guys ever wondered why is it, they say that the reason why they're not going with people and experiences from, regular citizens is because they don't have the right instrumentation. They don't have the right evidence. They're not walking around with FLIR cameras and stuff like that. But I feel like, it is just me. Sometimes I have random fucking thoughts. I feel like if someone were to come forward now, like a bunch of people, let's say, all got together, wouldn't you think that anyone that is holding this secret will be accomplices to this crime? Because people are allegedly being taken, they're really being raped, right? And all these things are being done to them, and no one really gives two fucks about it.
Yeah, but if somebody shows up at their door someday in a black suit and says,
baby oil, is it Diddy?
Either way, it doesn't sound pleasant, but hey, disappear or we'll send you to Diddy's Wonderland. Worst of both worlds.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. It's I just don't. I think that's why they don't. I mean, let's be honest. Congress probably thinks everybody's fucking crazy when it comes to UFOs, and it's all one big psychotic episode anyway. But I for some of these people, this is reality. And
you've got more politicians that want to know now. That are talking out about it now.
Then protect the people. That's what the problem is. Listen, I start getting a little vulgar. These bitches want to know, right? But are you putting together the laws that need to be in place so that nothing happens to these people, whistleblowers? So no one can come after them, so that you negate all their NDAs, and they'll be free to speak. None of them are doing that.
Dude, they don't even go after most of the whistleblowers that are talking about regular political shit, let alone this kind of shit.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So no one's going to feel safe until that happens.
Yeah. So, but, hopefully, we'll see. We're supposed to, from what I've heard them saying, we're supposed to finally find out about JFK now.
Well, I guess we got to wait till the first 90 days of Trump.
Yeah. But with RFK Jr., that's his uncle. But he's already said that he knows. Has he already said it was the CIA?
I don't know. I really haven't been following now, other than the fact that he's all about getting this story out, and it's like a big topic for him.
Yeah, that and Elon's part of the crew, so dude, Elon in space. Elon wants to know.
Oh, he's weird.
Elon's all about transparency, so
but he does not believe in aliens, according to everything he says. He's
well, then hey,
he's not down with that.
Well, then this would be his his time to prove himself right. Then. You know,
Well,
it's
then
like,
I think about that too. Like, okay, so let's say Trump gets a disclosure going. Well, Elon's fucked then. I mean, because who needs the Starship? Like, if we literally have anti-gravity.
well, we already have Space Force. Remember Corey Good and good old. Space
Oh yeah,
Force?
the secret space programs,
Yes.
the SSPs.
Yes, travel. Yes, yes. I was telling Eddie, but he hadn't heard about him before. So.
Oh yeah, those are great stories.
Oh man.
And
dude.
Corey Good, actually, Corey Good lived here in Texas when he came out with that, out in Dallas. And Corey Good apparently was in touch with the Blue Avians, which were these blue-looking bird-like aliens, and they were part of the Galactic Federation. And they were allowing him, I guess, to spoon-feed people information about the whole situation. But he was part of what was it called, My Labs, these military programs where they would take people and take them away for 10 years.
It wasn't like. The way I remember was he was the secret space force that he was in, and then I remember him hearing him on Art Bell that it's like he was talking about it's like his tour of service was 150 fucking years or something like that, and they could transplant souls between bodies. And
yeah, I didn't get that far with
third
Corey.
body or some shit like that. And he had been blown apart on the moon a couple times, and they put him back together and. Traveled to different. Yeah, dude. Yeah, his story is it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and then there's other people besides Corey Good that have come out with that and said that they've had tours on Mars, fighting reptilians underground in tunnels. Yeah, it's fantastic. Welcome to the show.
Sure.
It gets crazy with these stories, and but you don't really hear people talking about those anymore. Not that much, especially since MUFON back in 2017. They had that secret space program symposium, and everybody was like, "What the hell are you talking about? Why? Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, that was just wasn't that right before the head guy got popped for
child pornography.
Yeah, trafficking candy bars in the little playground.
Jeez. You can't make this stuff up. It's nuts.
Great
really
credit
is.
to our cause. Great credit.
Yeah. Well, it is about probing what they're researching.
Not that kind.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So there you go. So more to come, I guess, on these. What is it? The stupid drones up north, and we'll see what happens, man. I feel like it's a never-ending story until someone finally spills the beans.
Well, we'll see if I want to see if these drones start showing up over here on this coast. Because San Diego would be a fairly decent place for them to start peeking around if it's base related. Because we got Navy bases, we got Marines.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if it did happen, especially if they don't do anything now.
Yeah.
Maybe we had some reports here in Texas too.
Maybe I'll go to the court out to the coast and target practice myself.
Yeah, there you go. Listen, hey, if they're saying that these things are disappearing off into the East Coast, out into the ocean, I would think a lot of people would be lined up by the beaches waiting for them to come over.
Well, hey, dude, if I knock one out into the water, no harm, no foul.
Right. What you gonna hurt? Nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know. We'll see. But it is what it is. I guess we're just here to watch the craziness in the show. All these people in government at each other's throats, trying to figure out what's the obvious thing to do. And that's just clear the damn sky. And I can't imagine Tehran having any kind of technology that would have a fucking mothership, coming over to the U.S. for over a month, and then has drones bus size that can fly for 6 hours.
Yeah, without anybody it's like without anybody in the Navy. It's still, dude, it's that close to New York and Jersey. Jersey's got main shipping ports, don't they?
I would assume so. At least some ports.
Yeah, at least a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Jersey has some testing facilities there too. I know a friend that used to work for, I don't want to say the the government engineering company, big company anyway. They had a testing and proving grounds out there for a couple different things. So,
Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget that the UK also, at the same time, they're having the same drones over their base. Well, it's an American base in the UK that's has a bunch of drones going over it. So that's weird too. Very strange indeed. Now, I know there's some other YouTubers who went out there. The Angry Astronaut, that channel. He was actually out there, and he went out there to that base one night. He actually saw the thing. He actually saw the drones. Very strange.
Were they about the same size as the big ones they're seeing here? Or?
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think the ones that he said were not the size of bus size or mini school bus size. Shit. Who builds a freaking drone that big? That's just crazy.
Dude, a government. That's who builds a drone that big.
It's got to be.
You know, dude, who else has got the money to sink something in that? I mean, what? Giant companies. You know, SpaceX, Elon. Elon's fucking everybody. Maybe it's Elon's like secret security force that's flying around protecting Trump over his golf course in Jersey.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Somebody actually said that they were thinking it might have been some kind of security force for Trump. But I mean, when was the last time he was in Jersey?
Yeah. He goes. Yeah, he kicks it in Florida.
Yeah, he's in Mar-a-Lago the whole time.
Yeah.
And plus, his golf game is probably not that good.
I don't know. I don't.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I've heard he's not bad. Yeah, I remember.
I'm not a huge Trump fan, but I heard he's good at golf. So.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why he's got all these aliens watching him.
Yeah. I remember him giving Biden shit about his game one time. He was challenging him one time to a golf game. That was funny.
I know he was saying Barron was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like 8 feet tall now.
Yeah, I know, right? This freaking kid's humongous.
Panic.
Well, listen, guys, it's been fantastic, and I'm sure we'll be able to come back in the future and still be talking about these darn drones, and hopefully, people will go out and kind of brush up on Phil Schneider too, because I'm pretty sure Amazon on Prime still has like documentaries on Phil.
I haven't checked that, but I mean, it's an interesting story, that's for sure.
It is. I think people, everybody's trying to be all about the science of ufology, because they kind of forget there's stories out there that they seem freaking outlandish, but shit, they could be true.
Stranger things have happened.
Exactly. Big time.
I mean, if you think about what's happening on now with like the whole Diddy and Epstein thing, there's crazy things that are happening that we don't know about
Exactly.
now.
Oh, jeez. You're not lying. I mean,
it's not
the
that
whole Diddy thing,
far-fetched.
holy cow.
Dude, I know this, man. My fucking Johnson stock's gonna drop when he goes in jail.
Yeah.
Well, he's already locked up, yeah.
Yeah, dude, baby oil ain't gonna fucking move the same.
Not at all.
Right.
Or, well, they found a lot of other stuff in his house.
Well, dude, he's
A lot
like,
of sex toys.
yeah, I'm thinking about that. Over the years, I wonder exactly how much of their stock he's taking. Because dude, you ever heard like, was it Kim Jong Il? It's like every year he bought like a certain percentage of Hennessy's stock.
Hey, look at that.
He bought like something. Dude, it was ridiculous. I think it was like 10 or 12% of Hennessy's stock every year went to him.
There you go.
Seriously, man.
I'm sure
Fun
that happens
fact about
everywhere.
North Korea.
Yeah,
Fun fact about North Korea, there's unicorns out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Green Man doesn't believe it, but Kim Jong-un said there were unicorns out there.
Yeah, he also says he doesn't have a butthole. and he
Oh,
doesn't.
that's true. They
He
don't
doesn't
go. Yeah, they
shit.
don't use
He
restrooms.
doesn't have a butt. He's so perfect. He recycles everything he takes and burns every calorie, saving the country.
His breath must be
That's
horrific.
literally what they say. Dude.
Jeez Louise.
I watched documentaries on North Korea.
Yeah. Sorry, children.
Dude, there's actually if you have like a really fine tunable satellite dish receiver, you can actually tune in to North Korean TV. There's a guy on YouTube that does it, and he's posted up a couple of videos on it. You can actually pick up the TV station from Pyongyang.
I don't know if I would be scared to see what the hell they're watching, or
It's all propaganda, dude. It's all propaganda. You know, dude, it's from, I mean, the cartoons, from the cooking shows to everything. You know, everything.
I don't know if I'd be ready for all that, especially since he's getting involved in that other war, extending his military over there. A pretty dumb move on his part, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's one of the other things to hope for, because Putin's already said, it's like, hey, you know, it's like, I'll have negotiations with the upcoming regime or the upcoming, you know, administration. I was like, I'm not dealing with Biden. It's like, I'll deal with Trump when he gets in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I think Biden's ready to check out anyway.
Dude, because because China's not really in awesome shape, dude. They're having a massive population decline. You know,
That's a good thing.
You know that, and you know, it's. I've heard a couple things about there's kind of like the beginning of a cultural revolution, kind of with the younger generation, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, they may not be as, you know,
as communist,
as burly, you know, as they once were, numbers and stuff like that. If they are now, they're not. I don't think they're going to be for too long. So, I think they're more concerned. They're kind of, because Japan's going through a similar thing, you know, population decline. So they're kind of more concerned with, you know, okay, yeah, you can have more than 1.5 babies now. You know, get out there and fuck. You know, that might have been, that might have been.
That was their technical term for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, scientific. You know,
could you guys go out and fuck, please?
Yeah. Well, dude, during COVID, they were welding fools in their fucking apartments and shit. They were welding the damn doors closed. Maybe that was just so they get in there and just ain't got nothing to do but reproduce. No.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But what can you do?
Yeah.
All right, fellas, we are reaching the end of this episode. Eddie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank you
having me,
to
man.
bringing us back to Dulce and Green Man. You keep an eye on them UAPs, man.
I keep an eye on it. I'll stay on top of the drone thing. See if, you know, if Jersey gets invaded, you'll be the first. Whoa, dude, Orson Welles, War of the World.
World of Worlds. Oh, you know what?
Wasn't that Invasion Point, Jersey?
I don't remember, but
wasn't. Oh shit! I thought that I got maybe Orson.
But you know what that reminds me of? That one prediction that was on the internet about the 39 days after the Trump interview with Joe Rogan, the UFO invasion. Really, isn't this what this is? Basically, I mean, they weren't called UFOs back then. They were called UFOs back then, not UAPs. Maybe this is the invasion.
I mean, we know what they are, though. They're not unidentified. We just don't know who is running them or why. I mean, we know they're drones.
Yeah, but you could have a drone from 4.2 far.
Yeah, but it's not going to have like red and blue tail, you know, wing lights. As the, you know, yeah, they don't have to worry about FAA regulations.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, if you're running a program from 2009, and that's what they predict. This could look to someone from 2009 as a UFO invasion, is what I'm saying. Even if it's just a internet bot that's making these predictions.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's pretty similar, pretty close, and interesting that it's in the same time frame.
Yeah, it is coincidence.
Yeah, so I don't know. All right, fellas, thank you guys for joining.
Thanks,
Next time we're on, we'll start off exclusively on X, and we'll see how Spaces works. Ciao, fellas.
I don't give a damn, I don't really care about you and your problems, I don't give a damn. You talk way too much, I have heard enough about you and your problems, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn, damn, damn. I don't give a damn, damn, damn. I don't give a damn, damn, damn. I don't give a damn. You wanna be with me. You wanna feel, feels unreal, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to France, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time for that.